So this is how you'll complete this basic stitch card to show me a variety of skills that you'll need in order to do soft sculpture. So starting off, you're going to need a needle and a thread. The needles that I have for you have a gigantic eye. The threads will be on a hanger that looks something like this. The way that you get the thread off without making a giant mess is by pulling from the horizontal line across the front of this bundle. So if I pull one of these, everything stays fine. Then you'll need to begin by threading your needle. So that just means you place the end in the eye of the needle. Should be super simple because these needles have gigantic eyes. Pull out about something twice as long as your needle. And the way that we're going to get these to stay on the needle is to do a D knot. So with that thread that's about twice as long as the needle, if you curl it up and over and make a capital D, and then poke that needle into the thread, so into the middle of the thread, like this, and slide it down, all the way down, and then pull your long tail. It'll lock the thread onto the needle without making a big knot. On the other end of your thread, you need what we call a fish knot. So it's very simple. You make a little fish shape. You tuck the tail under and into the fish's head, and you pull it to kill the fish. It's best if you make the knot towards the end so you don't waste a bunch. 2 of these knots are better than 1. So go ahead and tie a second knot. So needle threaded D knot, fish knot. Start on the back. For number 1, your job is to try to poke through. If you're having a hard time seeing where your needle is popping through, you can always do a hole from the front. And then you're going to do a simple running stitch in and out of these holes. So when your thread is on the back, your needle comes up from the back. When your thread is on the front, your needle goes in from the front. You're going to end up producing a dotted line. Obviously your goal would be to be on the dot each time. If you don't make it every time, that's okay. So for the last one, it says end here, tie the balloon knot on the back and cut the thread. You go in on the back of your card. You're going to tie a balloon knot. That means you take your needle under the closest stitch, pull it until you just have a little balloon left, circle to the back of the balloon, pop it with your needle, and pull it tight. So this will make a knot on the back that won't pull through. 2 is always better than 1. So repeat the steps, come from the back, pop the balloon, pull it tight, and now you can cut your thread and turn in your finished stitch card.